Alright, so last session we left off, our Owlin Opal gave the majority of our party um quite interesting readings.
Yes.
There was quite a bit of magic and mystery surrounding Vaelan's reading. The Hermit, the Moon Reversed, and Death, and Opal revealing the Sun as well for her reading. Korinn's reading The World, Judgment, and Strength Reversed, also revealing the Hierophant. Slanga also decided to get their reading done. Death Reversed, The Wheel of Fortune, The Hermit Reversed. And was there another one?
The hangman was Pickle.
Man was Pickle, and it got damaged, so it's no longer in my desk.
Right.
Mine also included Justice.
Right. And Cordelia had listened in on, or attempted to listen in on Vaelan's reading, and could feel the tension and magic in the air, but was unable to really get a sense of what actually happened. And whether Vaelan revealed that information to Cordelia over the course of the night is up to Vaelan. The group of you kind of finished with these readings and went to bed. Majority of you were able to quickly go to bed, but two of you, Vaelan and Opal, were unable to get to bed very quickly. And in the night, you realize that there were a group of bandits that were sneaking into the Jagged Stag Inn, presumably to rob the inn. But the two of you have not woken up yet. Korinn, Cordelia, and Slanga all had all woken up and discovered that the Jagged Stag Inn had been robbed, or the entirety of their gold gone. Luckily, all of the party's gold was untouched, but unfortunately, a haughty, noble green dragonborn was seen angrily yelling at Emerson Holly, the bartender at the Jagged Stag this morning, who could quite literally do nothing about this, as he was also dealing with the theft that he was waking up to this early morning. Vaelan, your dreams are not often empty. You hear footsteps, the crunching of leaves and sticks under heavy feet. You see visions of dark forest, the ground littered with the same leaves and sticks. You see a figure covered in what seems to be this ragged cloak, barefoot, stumbling through this dark forest. You hear howls, and you hear whispers, and you hear her. Find him, little. Find him. And then you wake up. Later in the morning. What is Vaelan's morning routine?
She wakes up quite the grouch, likely as a symptom of downing the rest of that wine before she went to bed.
Yes. You wake up quite hungover.
Quite hungover, splitting headache, but despite that, is immediately trying to find a piece of paper and pen to write down what she remembers of her dream. Because she knows by this point she needs to take notes.
Right. Say that you're able to find like some spare paper and a pen in the side drawer in the tavern. and you kind of quickly scroll what you remember, and you're able to remember quite vividly, and this kind of like brings you kind of to reality as your patron has finally given you some sort of answer. Still not clear as to who this figure is, where this wood is, but it was dark, and there was something off about him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and roll me a history check as you're trying to remember history for any further details.
18.
18.
Pretty good.
Recalling back to your sleep, to your dreams, you remember seeing a faded symbol on the cloak. The same symbol as the church of your previous life, Aaliyah. You know that it wasn't her, but the symbol was definitely recognized.
I think before recalling that symbol, initially Vaelan is happy to have any sort of message from her patron. But seeing that symbol, there's a sinking feeling of just dread, of just not wanting to remember this.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What does she do?
She goes on about her routine, kind of lazily strapping her armor on herself, grabbing her sword, not really caring about grabbing the rest of her stuff, just what she needs,
Right.
and going downstairs.
All right. Opal, you wake up around the same time. What is Opal's morning routine?
So Slanga's already gone down?
Yes.
Yes,
Me and
Slanga, Korinn, and Cordelia woke up uh, about an hour or so early.
Okay.
Maybe more
Mhm.
than Opal.
So yeah, Slanga's gone.
Okay. I imagine she gets up, she kind of fusses around with her stuff. She pulls out the card from last night that Pickle had on, and she attempts to smooth out any wrinkles and like look at the appearance of it just to see if it needs to be pressed a little longer or on my mind. And if I'm her, she's thinking about seeing if there's any way she can find a spell to repair it or possibly but she doesn't know anything about that right now and like it's like, okay, this is coming later.
First, roll me a perception check
Yeah.
as you're like kind of looking over. What was it? The Hanged Man.
Yeah, the Hanged Man.
The Hanged Man. You're looking really hard.
Ooh, on that one.
No.
So she's distraught about this.
Well, so you're looking at the card and you're like, this is totally fixable.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh,
That's not good news.
that's not good news.
And like you kind of like rub it in between your hands, trying to flatten it. And you're just like, it just needs time. It just needs time. And do you have like a really like heavy book in your possession?
Let me see what I got. I don't think that I do. Oh, I have a spell book.
You have a spell book?
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's where I had it in already because
It's pressed between the
do
pages.
press
Mhm.
things
Right,
when you're
right.
trying to take
Right.
care of them.
So maybe you just don't know exactly how to fix it, but
Yeah.
like you can fix it. So you can like just put it back in the spell book for now, and we'll come back to it.
I'm so confident that it's fixable.
It's not able to be used right now. We can fix this.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. But she doesn't know that.
No. She thinks this is great.
She's happy. I'm depressed.
She has to she's just like, I just need to find the right person.
Yeah.
that knows how to fix this
Okay.
and fix it.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. I feel
It's okay. She believes that it's totally fixable.
What is the rest of Opal's morning routine?
I imagine she like opens the window and takes a peek outside to see what time of day it is.
You can see like the sky is like kind of like this pale blue, pinkish, like late morning kind of like hue.
Mhm.
There's a few clouds in the sky, but like it's pretty nice day, it seems.
Okay. All right. And beyond that, she's going to like remember hearing these noises last night because she stayed up decently late because she could not sleep
Right.
with the sounds going on. She was so freaked out,
Hmm.
but she didn't want to go out there. I imagine that when she goes out, it was to the right, wasn't it? Like down three.
Yeah, like so at Opal's room,
Yeah.
there's like that's Opal and Slanga's room.
Yeah.
Then there's like one room, and then there's a corner,
Okay.
and that's where you've heard them go in.
She would definitely just kind of be like, la di da di da, like, I'm just gonna go take a, like, let's just go see, like a little walk, you know?
You like walk out.
Yeah.
As you're walking out, Vaelan is also walking out of the, your room as well, which is kind of, like two bedrooms down or two like rooms down from yours. Vaelan, you walk out and you see Opal walking towards uh your room and in the corner hallway.
I definitely make eye contact with Opal. And you can still see the sleep in my eyes and like the dark circles. My hair is in disarray. I'm just like, hey,
She's gonna be like, hello. Does she bring up the noise last night? She try and do it in like a covert way.
I'm
She'd be like, did you sleep well?
with the bags, obviously not.
not sleeping well, but look, she wants to know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've certainly had worse sleeps. Valen remembers like the warning that she gave you before the reading yesterday, and she asks, "Were you alone in your dreams last night?"
Jesus. I don't think I dreamed much at all last night.
That's good. That's the answer I was hoping for.
And I like awkwardly like we do that with a beat, but she's just kind of like, and I'm gonna be like, did you happen to hear anything last night? I was up rather late, a night owl myself, and I heard some banging around, and possibly you might have heard something as well.
I slept like the dead. I finished the rest of my bottle and I fell asleep. But did see something.
Oh,
Mhm.
do tell.
I was looking out my window last night, just getting some night air, and I saw these three figures in cloaks entering the jagged stag late at night.
How strange.
They didn't seem happy to see that I saw them.
Oh, so they saw you.
They saw me.
Hmm.
Not my finest moment, but it is what it is.
Do you remember anything else about their appearances?
They're wearing cloaks.
Hmm.
One leading, two following.
Hmm. Were they dark cloaks, or did the sleep get you too soon?
They were like black and white cloaks, right? I feel like I remember you saying one black cloak and two white cloaks, but I'm not sure if I'm misremembering.
Yeah, because there was one cloak that was different than the others.
The one leading had a black cloak and the two following in white.
Hmm. Fascinating. Well, all right then. Will you be heading downstairs?
Absolutely. I need something to shake this.
I'll join you in a minute then. I was just going to take a little walk down the hall.
All right. Don't do something I won't do. And she walks along.
You part ways. Okay. You walk downstairs. Opal, Balin leaves the hallway, and you were left alone.
I'm gonna definitely head forward to the sound that I had heard. I'm gonna just like stop at each door and just kind of like try and listen and see if there's anything going on behind them. Because I remember knock or like jiggle the door handle, jiggle the door handle,
Yeah.
And she's just like looking for any kind of signs of anything, really.
Yeah, like on each of the door handles and
Yeah.
everything. Make a perception check as you kind of.
Yo, my co-star said, "Do not roll dice today." First thing I rolled was a nat 1.
Wait, that was the first dice roll today.
Yes.
Shoot.
Well, let's do it again.
An 8.
Okay.
What?
I do have a
Perception?
good perception modifier. I would be at 10.
10? Okay. You don't see anything on the doorknobs or on the floorboards, but I mean, you do remember that like each room was locked
Yeah.
except for one,
Okay.
and there's only one at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
It's like the hallway just kind of like has no doors on one side, and it's kind of like occasionally decorated with like a painting, like not like a copy of a painting, like kind of
Yeah.
like you would get from the thrift store, but like that's not really a thing.
Yeah.
Like
There's a
like
it's genre painting,
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's a genre painting.
Exactly. They're like covered in these genre paintings, and there's rooms that are on the right hand side, and as you round the corner, there's only one at the end of the hallway. And it seems that this was the
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna like knock very gently at the door to see if anyone's in there.
okay. You knock, listen. There's no answer.
No.
No.
She's gonna try the doorknob.
Okay. You probably and it's locked.
And it's locked.
And it's
All right. And then she's gonna just
now it's
nod her
locked.
head and just go on from that. But
okay. Okay. She's just gonna leave.
yeah, I don't see her breaking and entering.
Fair.
Well, she
The
would,
second person to break and enter that room.
but she
If it
would.
was easy.
She does
Yeah,
not
it was easy.
have a lock picking proficiency,
Uh-huh.
so she would not attempt to
She
do
wants
that. I
to.
don't
Totally.
think. I mean, she thought about it and then was like, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you're like, maybe, and then walk away.
Yeah.
And you just walk downstairs.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Vaelan, well, actually, we'll return to the three of you. So, the three of you were having breakfast. You were chatting along with Emerson. Fordo, after kind of letting everything out at Emerson, kind of left in a puff, just deciding to go like let out some steam, and the three of you were left in the Jagged Stag Inn with Emerson, and he got you your beverages and breakfast, and you were left to eat and talk amongst yourselves. What do you guys do for the first 30 minutes as you're eating?
My thought would be that I want to talk to Slanga
hmm
alone, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna get them.
maybe after Fordo takes his leave,
That's the chef, right?
no, Fordo was the green dragon
Oh,
that
okay.
was yelling at Emerson.
Got it.
The
Okay.
chef is Feynesh,
Okay.
who is the centaur that
Got
you
it.
guys have not seen
Another
come
F
out of
name.
the kitchen
Got
yet.
it. Okay.
But Feynesh is in the back.
Okay.
Emerson is up in the front.
We were talking about the dragon, the brood dragon build.
Correct.
Got it.
Um,
Dragonborn.
yes, yes.
Busy
Yes.
dragon.
And he leaves as Emerson got you your food. He also is kind of like tending to some business, and he's like, I kind of, need to tell my boss. So he's kind of like off to the side and kind of going in and out of an office, trying to communicate in whatever way he's trying to. But like, it's so you guys can kind of go into like a corner away from Cordelia, because that's really Cordelia and Feynesh are really the only other people people in the tavern downstairs at the moment. You guys are easily able to find a quiet corner.
So I've been thinking a lot since my reading last night. And I know that you need my help, but I think I also need yours.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But I'm also wondering what it is you need help with. Clearly, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but you're clearly on a journey. You're clearly going through something. So what I want to help you.
Yeah. I haven't really told anyone about it because it's an incredibly sensitive situation.
Mhm.
but it has to do with my family, and I have to save her, and there's no way that I can do that on my own. So if I swear my loyalty to you, would you swear yours to mine?
Yes. Above table. This particular story is important to Slanga. Family is very important. So
And I'm sure you can tell that,
yes,
like,
that this is like very serious.
Yeah.
So there's like some like
It's
inner.
like one of the first
Mhm.
times that Korinn is like really being like
Mhm.
genuine and
and I'm still
innocent
being
with you.
incredibly vague,
Mhm.
Right,
but
right. But
So right now, Slug is like trying to contain their emotions right now because like this is important to them, but also like damn, she's like dead serious right now.
yeah, I'm like trying to be as
Yeah.
dead serious.
So like they're trying to be respectful, but they're also like, yeah.
Mhm.
How do I help you?
Well, I think a good place to start is
Yeah.
we're gonna need more help than
Okay.
just us.
Okay.
So, how can we go about that?
I've talked a little with Opal, and she seems to be in a place to continue with me.
Mhm.
It seems like you've trusted me, and I'm so grateful that you have. Do you think we can trust? Who else do you think we can trust? Who else do you trust?
It's hard to say. It's hard to know who to trust.
Hmm. I think first steps is would be asking Opal, and I know Cordelia would. I have a relationship with Cordelia, so
Well, let's try talking to Cordelia first.
okay.
Cordelia, you have been over by the bar. Slanga and Korinn kind of make their way off to chat for a moment after Fordo leaves. What's going on in Cordelia's head?
I feel like she would subconsciously be looking for like the different signs of break-in,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like scoping out what type of operation it is, and
Absolutely.
also for the care of like the shopkeeps that she's known so well.
Right.
She'd also want to figure out. So I think she's kind of looking around, kind of peeking.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check as you're looking around? Do you stay at the bar, or do you kind of get up and look around?
I think I get up and look around.
Okay.
You get up and you don't look any shorter than 4. You're the same height.
No, she is significantly shorter, actually.
No, I mean like she's on like a stool or something. And so she gets up
She gets off the stool.
and it's the same height. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Two, she fell off her stool.
Plus your modifier.
Oh, I got a 4.
Total. Okay. Looking around, you don't really notice like anything that seems out of the ordinary. The scuffles that you see on the ground are kind of indicative of the general like bar patrons walking around. There's no broken glass. There's no like nothing obvious that you can tell that is gone or out of place that you can tell.
Mm.
It, like even looking around, you just can't really see anything.
Okay. I think after just having her little seek around, she'd kind of start drifting her way towards Slanga and Korinn, being like, okay, I saw they stepped off together. This isn't a likely pair.
Mm-hmm.
And see if she could cross paths with them.
Be a little nosy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a little bit.
So but by the time you're finished looking around, you kind of see Bren and Slanga actually like parting from where they were in the corner, and you all lock eyes with each other as you're all trying to reconnect. You guys see Korinn coming not necessarily from the bar, but like from a kind of a side area, looking a little defeated, but like looking like they're looking for you.
Corrin or
I mean,
Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Okay,
Sorry.
got it.
It's just the faces I wanted to see. I saw y'all were talking. Was there anything specific? I just never thought y'all would be the crew together.
We look sort of caught, like, or at least I look sort of caught, like, and then I'm like, well, we were just, we're one. So, what's up with you? What is your plan in, like, how long are you going to be here?
Well, I was going to try to get more goods
Hmm.
in the next upcoming days. My sales haven't been the greatest, so I wanted to stretch my legs. Bring my dear Dandelion out with me too.
So you're not super busy? You don't have to be stuck here?
No, I have no specific direction yet. I was
Mhm.
about to plan that out, actually.
Hmm.
She's got a means of transportation.
She has a means of transportation. I'm like looking at you,
Yeah.
being like,
Do y'all have something to tell me?
this old woman does not beat around the bush.
She's too old.
She's too old. Yeah.
She goes right through that damn bush.
It's time.
How do we like present that?
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Y'all like staring daggers into
Give me, how about like you give Slanga like a nod or something, and
Yeah.
like Korinn has told me of a plight that her family is in. She's requested my help, just like I've requested hers. And we're wondering for if we're looking for certainly both of us will certainly need more help, and you've helped me in the past. Would you?
Well, I can't say no to some interesting faces and stories. As long as you promise me a good time and some food on the table, I'll join you.
And there will certainly be goods to pilfer.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Is it just gonna be us, or are we inviting any more folks?
Opal seems interested, at least seems looking for a goal as well. I don't know much about them, but they've certainly been interesting to be around for me. So,
Well, I have one other person.
and I did just ruin her deck of cards yesterday. So I feel like I at least have to repay her. So,
Then I fear that makes sense. I do have one other person who owes me a debt that I need to talk to and before I go out on this trip. Well, do meet up with me later, say right about until dawn.
I'm going to open your shop or your cart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna iron out
Is
some
it that time
ideas.
already? What time is it?
Well, at this point,
Mhm.
it's like y'all woke up around like dawn, like
Mhm.
before the marketplace opened.
Mm-hmm.
It usually opens like right around when the sun hits like
And
the
we're like an hour or two
far
past that now.
west or east of the sky, whatever it is in the morning. I'm sorry.
And we're like a little bit past that now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and at this point, the three of you hear
It's
footsteps
not yet.
as
Oh.
or like tiny like clawed footsteps will make their way down.
You do like the little cat.
Fucking cute.
I was thinking of like when a dog runs across like time or like it's like yeah, like that.
Opal, you make your way downstairs. See an empty bar. You kind of hear like the clattering of pans from behind the counter into the kitchen. And as you make your way into the tavern, you see off to your left in one corner of the tavern, Cordelia, Korinn, and Slanga are like not necessarily like in like a little circle like chatting or anything, but like they're all
Having a
having a
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah. Not just hanging out.
Yeah. And three of you hear her come downstairs.
Yeah, all of us just
Oh, wait,
staring at her.
I misremembered. Vaelan went down first.
Yeah, Vaelan
Sorry.
went
So
first.
footsteps down. Vaelan will come down first as you guys are talking about these additional.
Okay.
Speak of the devil.
Enter Vaelan.
And Sir Vaelan,
Mhm.
sorry, you see everything that I just described to Melissa. The bar is untended, pots and pans clanging from in the kitchen, and you see Slanga, Cordelia, and Korinn all speaking off to one corner of the tavern.
As Vaelan enters from the stairs and hearing like the pots and pans like clinging, she like clutches her head. She takes mental note of the party that has accrued in the corner of the tavern and is like, I'm gonna deal with that after I get something in my system. And I'll approach the bar.
Approach the bar. There's no one currently at the bar. You just wait for a few minutes. What do you do?
I sit on a stool and definitely wait, just kind of looking around, maybe doing like some tapping, but trying not to be too obnoxious about it.
Yeah. The three of you see Balin approach the bar,
Mhm.
kind of like giving y'all a glance, but just kind of looking at a priority.
Well, I think Sleepyhead needs some food in her system.
I look at
But-
Vaelan with disdain.
Stay. You're like good.
After a moment, like Fanash kind of like looks over and she like gives you like an acknowledging glance, and she makes her way out of the side door into the kitchen and into the office area. to go and get Emerson. And at this point, Opal, you make your way down.
Huh.
And then you hear that.
Potentially stupid question. Does coffee exist in this world?
Yeah, coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it's not coffee from the coffee bean, but it's something like that.
They're
Like a caffeine drink.
there are coffee equivalents.
Yeah.
Bean trees.
Caffeine bean. Sorry. Mhm.
There are realistic equivalents of coffee beans. Yes.
I'm sorry, but like I need to know now. What region of coffee are you like thinking of?
It's magic bean juice.
Okay.
It is magic.
What should I
I'm just like genuinely, but I don't need to know.
what should I call it when I inevitably order?
Coffee.
You can just
Be a latte.
Okay.
yeah.
You know, like
You
it
can
doesn't
call
have to
it
be a base of
an
it can be a
latte,
base of
yeah,
magical bean juice. It can still be a latte.
But before I disrupted the whole game, Opal is
They
walking
just
down the
got
stairs.
robbed. I want a latte.
No, because Vaelan would.
Where's my macchiato, bitch?
Vaelan tries to get Emerson. Opal, you make your way in before he gets in.
As I
That's
come down
okay.
the stairs, I see this little group of them hanging out, and I beeline for it because I'm like, this is my roommate. These are people that I met last night.
And there's
Yeah.
like a fucking spooky thing that happened last night.
Yeah, no, I'm about
With
to.
my cards.
Yeah, like, what's going on? Yeah.
I have lost the hangman.
So
Yeah.
you head straight towards us.
Yeah, so I gotta beeline it for y'all.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I think she comes up to the table and she like nods and she's like, "Hello. Did you all sleep well?"
Oh dear. No. Did you hear all that ruckus?
I certainly did. Do you know anything? Did you stay at the hotel or?
I was saying just outside. I heard some ruckus outside my little cabin, but I didn't think too much of it. You know, there's always rapscallions around here. And then I heard the news.
What news?
They were robbed last night.
They were robbed?
Yeah, took all their doubloons.
Yeah, Emerson told us that the inn was robbed, as well as one very rude,
A high-strung dragon.
high-strung dragonborn's room as well.
I think he had his findings in one spot.
That's maybe a character. You can choose to include that if you want. I'll be-
So you heard something last night? What did you hear?
Oh, well, we went to bed quite early, but
Mhm.
I stayed up a little bit and I heard someone trying all the doors. They tried ours as well. And once they did that, I could not fall asleep until they went away, but I didn't want to go out there alone.
I didn't hear any of it. Fucking sound asleep. Wow. That's interesting.
Nope. Not until this morning.
Vaelan told me that they had heard some noise as well, and maybe even saw someone, but it wasn't so specific.
At this point, Emerson, brought out by led by Feynesh, who gives Vaelan a nod as she returns back into the kitchen, and Emerson, he looks a little bit tired in his face, takes like a deep breath and kind of gets his like customer service kind of
Oh,
while back with him and goes, "Good morning, Miss Thorne. How can I help you this morning?"
poor guy.
Good morning to you. You seem a bit worse for wear.
Yeah. We were robbed last night, unfortunately. And it seems that Mr. Fordeaux in the far room was also robbed, and he's on my tail about it, and we're trying to take care of it. It's just a lot I'm trying to deal with. What can I get for you?
A coffee and something to make it burn on the way down.
Could you be more specific?
Booze, liquor, nursing a hangover here. And in my
okay.
experience, more booze tends to help.
I see. Any of choice?
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Okay. Shot.
Just put it in the coffee, if you will.
Okay.
And if anyone else tries to harass you, send them my way. I'm a bit bored.
He kind of gives you a look. Is like, and what do you mean by that? He like curious but suspicious look to him.
Well, I'm the biggest asshole I know, and I like meeting other ones. Bit of a battle of the wits, I like to say.
What you do in your own time is not of my concern. I associate myself with something like that, I could come back to my boss, and I don't want to lose this job. So,
Understood.
if by chance you find Mr. Fordeaux and wish to tell him something not associated with me, then I will go and get that coffee. Is there anything else I can get you?
That'll be it for now.
Okay, it's just going to be 2 copper, if you don't mind.
Trying to do math. That's like
Ten
10 silver.
10 silver to a gold.
Mhm.
So 10 silver to a gold, 10 copper to a silver.
It's E. Like
E,
on the
Electrum, but I don't use that.
okay, so
It's
I wrote my number in the wrong spot.
That's all right.
I'm gonna name it cost.
Yeah, we only do platinum, gold, silver, and copper here.
Mm.
Okay. So he leaves to go to like the side of the bar and he starts doing like this like French press kind of coffee and it takes quite a few minutes while it's
How far away would you say he is from me? Is he like still in conversation distance?
yeah, he's just at the other end of the bar, maybe like 8 feet away.
8 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna continue the conversation with some questions.
Okay. And he's kind of just like like kind of sitting there waiting. He's taking care of like just wiping down a few things while he's waiting on this French press to.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Did anyone see anything last night?
Not that I've heard so far. Not even Mr. Fordeaux realized that anyone had entered his room.
Did anyone check in last night?
No, not not after the group of you guys. No.
I might have seen your assailant.
He kind of he like actually looks up and gives you a like direct look. What do you mean?
Last night I was looking out the inn window and I saw 3 figures enter the inn at an odd hour. They're all three in cloaks, and they didn't seem happy that I saw them.
Can you describe them?
3 figures, all in cloaks, one in a black cloak, two in white.
Okay.
One of them was definitely a man, because we made eye contact.
You made eye contact. Did you see anything about his face?
Did I see anything about his face?
Make a history check.
History check, interesting.
Try to remember. Well, we'll say a perception check instead.
12.
12. You remember that he wasn't human. He had a much larger figure than a human or like a half elf or elf.
The lead guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
the one that you made eye contact with. And he seemed to have a large, heavy-set build with kind of a wide-set jaw, but you don't remember like any specific details about like his skin color or his eye color, other than like the glint that you saw off his eye, which was reflected in the dark. His skin blended in with the shadow, but you could see kind of the silhouette of his figure.
The one I saw definitely wasn't a human. Far too tall, far too big.
Okay. Did you see them coming in? Did you see them going out?
I didn't see them leave, but they definitely entered. Once they left my vision, I just shut my window and made sure my door was locked.
Thank you. I'll be sure to hand it off to authorities. I should have the guards be coming in soon. I just need to wait until Mr. Rainhoff gets here, and then he'll take it from there. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll likely be around if you need a testimony.
Thank you. I'll make sure to be in contact. Would you just be able to stay around within like the next day or so? Just stay within the town, just in case?
Certainly.
Thank you. And at this point, he kind of looks over to the French press, and it looks to like have been the inappropriate amount of time to kind of finish it off. He pours it into a cup, He gets a little bit of bourbon in a bar spoon and kind of stirs it in this large ceramic mug. Um, and he asks, like, did you want any sugar, anything else, or was black?
Mm, how does this cream and sugar?
Okay. He does like
With bourbon.
he does like a little bit of cream out of like this like this like seemingly enchanted kind of glistening frosty thermos. Pours a little bit of cream and puts a little like scoop of sugar in, stirs it in with the same bar spoon. And once it's all like kind of mixed in, he brings it right over to you. Thank you again.
Of course. Thank you.
And he goes kind of goes back to the end of the bar. If there's anything else I can get for you, there's just knock on the door. I'm just taking care of a few things. And thank you. He makes us leave, and you're left alone at the bar. Fainesh behind the kitchen counter is prepping like various things for the day, but doesn't seem too busy as well. And behind you are the other four uh, members that are kind of speaking on the other side of the tavern. You now have your coffee steaming hot in front of you.
Mhm. She definitely takes a big, long sip of coffee, enjoying it, and already like starting to wake up just a little bit.
Yeah, at this point, like Opal, like you guys had probably been speaking for a while Emerson was making Vaelan's coffee. How does this conversation begin? Still
Continue.
makes her way over.
Yeah. Because we've already asked you about just to recap, we already asked you about the noises and stuff that you heard. So
Yeah.
you told us all that, and then
Yes.
that conversation finished. Now what? Yeah.
That conversation finished.
hmm
Yeah, I feel like Cordelia would finally notice that Vaelan's just about sipping her drinks and go, well, I'll come back to y'all and toddle her happy little ass over there.
All right. You walk your way over to Vaelan.
Good morning, dear. How did all of this treat you last night?
What are you referring to?
I'm sure you heard the ruckus.
Heard, saw, what have you. Yeah.
Oh, so you have a story.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, our dear pals, you met them.
Oh, yes. Very much acquainted.
Yes. To join them on the benches. They all have different reasons, but like, we're trying to go in the same direction. What are your thoughts, dear?
It's definitely intriguing. Though, I think I'd like to speak to everyone before I make a commitment like that.
Understandable. I'll go talk to them. She's like, all right,
I'll hop your way over there.
we have a very special companion who might be joining us.
Needs no introduction.
Full feathers.
Literally.
I'm sorry not to read to you.
She like pushes her glasses up.
It's like, oh, I've never heard that before. Oh, so funny.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, she has obligations to my dear boy. And he is going to be needing a lot of help on this journey.
Meanwhile, Vaelan's just kind of like standing by the bar, like smiling widely, just waiting to be ushered over.
To get your initial opinions before I called her up.
Absolutely not. What use could she possibly serve?
Are you being quiet?
No.
That's real.
Cool. Continue.
Well, I have one goal for her. What y'all decide with whatever argument she makes. It will be steep.
In all
But
fairness, Cordelia, Vaelan has a debt to you, right?
hmm
So it's
Oh,
much more than a deal, right?
hmm
yeah, but like
Or is it an
that was
agreement?
it was an agreement of in exchange for information. I would just help for a couple of days while I was in town
Okay.
with Dandelion.
Gotcha.
That was the initial deal.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate the
Mhm.
reminder.
And I don't want to burden y'all with the debts of having to clean my dear boy. He is a little messy. That's his own.
I can see how she, to put it politely, grates you. Uh, but she does, I don't know much about her. Like, I'm giving her a little side eye, but she doesn't seem to be around here, and that might be something that we could both use. Certainly I could benefit from it. And she also seems to have copious financial means.
Yeah, that she uses for alcohol, drugs.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you here.
Has brought her entwined with ours. Does not that not speak of her value to us?
I mean, dares.
I don't
But
trust her.
potential.
Meanwhile, Vaelan, still waiting, she like puts her hand on her sword that she has by her side. Because she has definitely at least overheard Korinn. Um, and trying to subtly signal
You kind of
her
only hear Corinn. It's like you're just over here like I do not trust her.
The rest of us are like speaking like more quietly, and you're just like, fuck no.
So Vaelan trying to quietly signal her combative ability and what it could bring to the table.
And I mean, none of us really know each other right now, so maybe we could all do for a sort of test, a test drive. We could all go for a first. What's the word I'm looking for here? Maybe we could all have some sort of,
A demo.
yeah, demo.
Try.
There we go. Of this party before we go on. I think we should give everyone a chance.
I suppose we could at least try.
hmm
All right.
As long as she's amiable.
hmm As she walks up, saying that, as long as she's amiable.
So you make eye contact with her. Delia calls her over. And you hear Cordelia call you over as Corinn looks over to you. You make eye contact.
With a lascivious grin, she says, "Well, don't I love being the topic of conversation? Now, who's leading this menagerie? I'd like some more information to what I could potentially be signing up for."
Am I the leader?
I don't know. Are you the leader?
Would you like to be?
Because I feel like the only people who above table
Mm.
who would explain this would either be Korinn or Slanga.
Mm.
But I understand if you don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, not particularly, but we've decided to.
I mean, your character is more reserved in general. Like even when you trust someone, they
Yes,
seem
like
to be
I
more
have very
reserved.
strong convictions, and
Mhm.
like when I speak up against things, I'm
Mhm.
loud about it. But other than that,
So
I'm rather
I think
reserved.
in like still going above table, like I would be the character
Diplomatic.
who's the more open to do it. Like not that I'm yeah.
Want to, but you're like,
But like
"Oh."
but like someone has to,
I think I'm more of a
it
battle
started with
leader.
me. So
Yeah, I think I'm more of a battle leader. You're more of a diplomatic leader.
yes, yeah. So we all look around and I'm like, I guess that would be me. I guess it's me you're speaking about. Well,
She gives you like an
Mhm.
appraising look and like
Mhm.
crosses her arms.
we didn't
waiting.
tell you, we didn't talk much about ourselves last night, did we?
No,
Mm-hmm.
we did not interact much.
Mm-hmm. What I am here for is to find a party or a group of people to help me find. Um, I'm on a quest from my guardian dragon to find a medicinal herb.
Vaelan appears very obviously like puzzled by the
Mm-hmm.
term guardian dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
Okay.
like, hold on. Elaborate on that. You just kind of skip past that.
Guardian dragon? You haven't heard of before.
Not sure I have.
She's Selva. She's almost my mentor, almost a mother figure to me in the grove that I come from in this vale.
There's something new every day. Dragons hoarding people.
And I am looking for party members to help me because I'm not so familiar with the world outside of my grove. I know that, and I look over at you. I look over at Corinn, and she also has her own journey to go on that I've agreed to help with. But it might not really be my place to explain it to you.
I see. An agreement of mutually assured survival.
Mhm.
We form the party with the intent of fulfilling everyone's goals.
How generous.
Mm.
She would like heave like a heavy sigh and like look around. She like places her hands on the table and says, I must venture into the woods. So what I'm looking for will likely be there. I'd be lying if I said I didn't need the help. The thing I'm hunting won't fall to charm or luck alone, and I'm running low on both. There are strength in numbers, and your seer sees what I cannot. That's reason enough. I'll help you find what you're after, if you can stomach my company and not ask too many questions about mine.
A hunt, you said.
You heard right.
Not too shabby of a hunter.
Unfortunately, my hunting grounds are normally alleyways and battlefields. I'm not a huntsman.
So what do y'all think? This is Slanga said that, not
Cards out on the table,
Mhm.
or the card she's willing to reveal.
I say that fate has brought our paths together, as I mentioned before. I think as long as you'll have our company, we'll have yours. I'll tell you the same thing that I told Slanga. If you swear your loyalty to me, I will swear mine to you.
Vaelan pauses, waits, thinks, weighing her options between being a little shit and being earnest. And she says, with you, can't imagine anything more fun.
I snarl at you. I told you she wasn't serious.
On the contrary, I am at my most serious that y'all have seen yet. I just admitted that I need help, and that is not an easy thing for me. And I know y'all haven't seen what I'm capable of yet, but I assure you, I can back what I'm talking.
Well,
You're talking in circles.
I've come to like you. And I'm curious what stories you'll bring. Tell me.
Yeah, if anything, I'll join along for your sake. I'll make sure you're safe. And little old Dandelion, I'm sure he'll miss me.
Oh, he'll deject a little.
I trust Cordelia's judgment.
What does Opal think?
Opal is in.
Opal's being driven by sees fate strings.
I guess the strings of fate
Uh-huh.
for a moment.
Uh-huh.
She's like, baby, the fates brought us all here
Mhm.
in this moment.
Mhm.
I do have to say,
Yeah.
we did have a long rest, so I do need you to roll 2d20.
Oh,
that was die.
Nice.
sometimes just else.
I don't know where your dice are.
No, they're here. I know. I'm just like my dice.
Oh, I see.
But you can use your
In
fortune
general.
dice to replace other rolls too.
It's true. It's true.
What if you want to?
Ooh, not one.
What? No.
And
And a 12.
Okay.
that's not bad.
That
Good.
one and a 12. Hey,
So
I
you
can
can
give
give
someone
someone
a that one.
Yeah, you can even give an enemy an apple.
Can we give an enemy an apple?
I
Wait, that's actually kind of
give
good
an
though.
enemy
Yeah.
a that one.
That's actually kind of good.
Write those down. Those are your portent dice for the day.
What's up here?
Korinn does not seem as though she is as willing to accept Vaelan as everyone else.
Mhm.
What is Korinn thinking? He's definitely not agreeing.
No, definitely not.
And I think the rest of you can see the apprehension in it.
And because she's not taking it very seriously, which makes
Mhm.
me not want to take her seriously.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, I think Vaelan has an idea.
Okay.
I can see that you're hesitant of me. For what reason, I don't know. But it's clearly something we need to work on. And while we're on a moment of swearing fealty to one another, if we do engage on this journey together, you can give me one thing, an objective, something to complete for you and only you at your command, and I won't refuse. But it will only be one time.
she's offering you a little deal. And what are you getting in exchange?
Well, look at you. You're muscle upon muscle upon muscle. And though I'm very confident in my fighting, I'm more dexterous than strong.
You swear to
I swear to it.
it? Ooh.
So
See,
Okay.
everyone gets, or is it just an IOU for Corinn?
It's
just
just
for
Just for
me.
Corinn.
And I will be cashing in on it.
Mhm.
One
so
thing.
so Vaelan has a debt to Korinn, essentially,
Mhm.
of whatever Korinn would like.
In exchange for
You may
Yeah,
come to
body
regret
guard.
Such
it.
an emotional
Mhm.
moment too.
All right. This what?
What?
What did you say?
This hypothetical could lead to such an emotional.
It could. I wonder how long it will be held into. I'm curious. Maybe not long.
We'll see.
Maybe for longer than we realize. Um, so with the party all in agreement that they should work together, what what are the goals that the party needs to accomplish?
So
That's something that everyone would like to discuss in character.
yes,
Yes.
but that makes sense.
Like where to start.
Yeah.
Hmm
So the group of you all have various goals that may or may not intertwine. How does your how do you all go about speaking of this?
hmm
Hmm.
I mean, my first thought would be like your family safety from what I can presume is in danger. So where where do we go to help that?
Mhm.
What is the location?
Mm.
Or what do we need to prepare for?
Um, excellent question.
Mm.
Are we all quite strong enough
hmm
for that task yet?
hmm
Perhaps not. There was discussion of a test drive.
hmm
And also, I do think you said you were after an herb
Yeah.
that could heal any wound.
hmm Well, no, it's a specific disease, I believe.
Well, I don't think that you know enough about it,
hmm
really.
All I know is I'm looking to cure a specific disease. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
if it's a all for one. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I do believe my supplies are running low. Just going on a hunt might be a good option to test run this makeshift party of ours.
Failing cracked her knuckles in game.
There's also this mystery of who stole from the innkeep. I feel particularly sympathetic. for everyone that works this in. I was going to go down to the guards and see what had happened there. Maybe we should start there together.
And there's also the quest board
Mm-hmm.
well,
And the quest
that
board.
has other quests that you all can look at together as a party.
We could
We're a group now.
earn
Hmm.
things, perhaps.
Mm.
Money.
In need of money.
Oh, always.
Always.
Resources or whatever.
I did wish to go to the library
Mm-hmm.
to research more about your
Mm-hmm.
uh, possible plant. Although I'm unsure if they'll have anything in this specific town.
Maybe we should go to the quest board then, and then some people to the
Go from
library
there.
afterwards. Yeah.
We could also split up, divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can accompany Opal to the library, while others go to the quest board or perhaps even the guards.
Say, people with the most information should go to the guards. Make sure it's the most clear.
Hmm.
And
Definitely.
I'm quite sure the guard stand is in the direction of the library. We could make a two-way trip and then reconvene at the quest board if y'all can find anything else for the rest of us.
That might be wise.
Mhm. I suppose I'll accompany Opal since it's my plant that's being researched. And I heard talk of you seeing guards. I heard you talking to Emerson about that.
I suppose those ears aren't for nothing.
Like I like touch my ear, it's like big. Don't say that out loud, but I'm like so you should go with talk to the guards.
So you three group up and then me and Korinn will go?
I mean,
Quest board?
what?
The nights in the library.
Oh, okay. Are we doing that at once? I'm confused. I thought it was two separate groups.
Yeah,
Wait, so where's Corinn go?
Mhm.
We're going to the quest board.
we're going to the quest board, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
The quest board, go from there while y'all are all kind of taking your track.
Okay.
And you're going with Opal.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'd be going alone to the guards.
Uh,
Unless if y'all want to make a
but
double
you really
stop.
want to go? We might do a double stop because
Yeah, we'll do
just-
guards and then library. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're splitting up.
Okay, so it's going to be Cordelia and Korinn going to look at the job board
Mm-hmm.
and
Get
pick
some money.
and do a quest by themselves.
I don't know, just maybe pick something for the
Or
group
pick
to try
something
and
for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
and then we'll meet back up with them.
Mhm.
Right.
And
And
then
y'all are going to be going to the library to see if you can find
Cordelia,
any-
you might need to watch your cart.
Yeah.
So it would make sense.
My
to
cart
stay in
is
that.
set up near the quest board.
Correct. It's in the same.
So you could go with
Correct.
Corinne.
It
Yeah.
theoretically could just
Confused
set
whether
up
to say
shop
Corinne or
over by
Kayla at
the
this point.
board.
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
Mhm.
So maybe we'll stop by the guards first. That seems like the more pressing issue currently.
Yeah, and at this point, people are starting to like walk around outside. There are people starting to enter the tavern, and Emerson has like come out to try to start helping people as they kind of like some people kind of slowly walk in, just like
Mhm.
kind of have some breakfast at the tavern. But outside, people are starting to like walk past the windows, and people are starting to set up in the town marketplace and everything. So guards are expected to be posted probably somewhere close by.
Well, excellent. Seems as if we'll be heading out to the quest board then.
Vaelan stands up and she's like, I'm gonna go finish getting ready, grab my stuff. And then she leaves because I did leave like a bunch of stuff in my room.
Heard. I'm gonna. Opal would be like, I also need to grab some scrolls if we're going to the library.
Like to purchase,
I have some like for note taste.
like parchment.
Yeah, parchment.
Okay.
It was described as a scroll though, I think. But maybe not.
For what?
Backpack, bottle of ink, Oh, paper. Sheet of paper. Yeah. Gotta get some paper into me.
Okay. Cool. Alex, I don't know.
Say that in character.
I can't remember if I did, but did I get food last time? Because I meant to.
Food for
Just like to eat in the morning.
Like sustenance.
Yeah. Like from the
so yeah.
Okay. So I think I need to give you money then. Just like a basic breakfast or whatever.
Did we not already pay for it?
I didn't. No, all I have is from
From the night before.
yeah, is from
Okay, just do
buying the room.
like 2
Okay.
not expensive. Adding the bourbon
Is what made it expensive.
bumped it up an extra copper.
Mhm.
All right, so we're doing Korinn, Cordelia still,
Mhm.
and then the rest of you guys.
Yeah. Curious.
So we think it is.
Curious.
Mm,
Ooh. Wow, that's really good. Just a sketch. Because there's going to be movement, you said? Or
There's gonna be like sequential.
I love that.
This is gonna be so fun to
good.
like add to the party art channel.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I really wish I could just know what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, or like, at least when you were writing these situations, like what you thought we would do compared to what we actually ended up doing.
Fun
You
part.
know,
Probably,
yeah, like, I'm
like,
so curious.
That's the fun part about D&D, is that you have to be really good at improv.
Yeah.
And going with the flow and having information that you may or may not have from. So that depends on you guys.
Yeah.
And
I'm just so curious, like what you thought our goal would be, or like what potential options you came up with to brainstorm
that's the fun
that
part.
we
So-
launched.
Why do you think I'm
Oh no, you were good.
Just like I feel like this would be the ideal way
I think it was
to
perfect.
get all the best
I think it was
worlds.
perfect.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think y'all are doing great.
I was just confused on how the grouping was being distributed, but I figured it out.
All right, I gotta go bathroom.
All right. We'll take a little break.
Slanga a little bit about it, but my family is in danger, and I hope to help them.
That's a mighty bad cause. I might just cry. And I'm being serious. My heart does stay. And if you allow, I'd love to fix it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, we should do that on their own. Let's go see the doctor.
4! I forgot we were recording.
No, yeah, you're all good. You're all good.
We saunter over to the board.
Okay, so you make your way out of the Jagged Stag, and making your way like away from from there past the fountain in the middle. You actually notice that there are not quite as many coins in there as there were the day before. Cordelia, you do not find this abnormal. And you making your way over to the bounty board, there are quite a few messages posted. I will read out a few, and
Quite a few.
you can let me know what catches your fancy or what you guys think as you're reading them. And I'll stop after each one if you would like to
Have some thoughts.
converse. Yes. All right. So the first one reads: A basilisk has been turning my cattle into stone, and also my chickens, and even my dog. Kill it. Signed, Sanian Brambleleaf. The reward is 400 gold pieces.
Mhm.
Double if you find a way to unstatue my dog. His dog's name is Saint, and it is
Oh,
statue. So double the
That's that
reward
one.
and figure out a way to unstatue him and kill the basilisk.
That's an interesting one. That's a high reward. And
God.
maybe our divination friend might know something about how to transform the dog that's made of stone back to a dog.
Maybe, but do we really have fighting skills? I mean, we don't know each other that well.
Maybe. Let's see what else they've got.
The next one reads: Dear townsfolk, my historical expedition to the nearby castle ruins was cut dreadfully short. I'm afraid there's an active gargoyle still living inside.
Oh my god.
If any of you aid me in removing it, I'd be obliged and would consider dedicating my next book to you. Signed, Vice Dean Ambrose.
Oh my god.
Reward, 150 gold.
You need a new party pet?
A gargoyle? Fuck. On another one.
Vice Dean
Handling
brings is Opal gonna know this person?
Vice Dean Ambrose?
Yeah.
Roll a history check for me.
Well, I'm not seeing this,
Oh,
but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
right,
here.
Never mind.
Uh-huh. I'm just
Well,
talking.
yeah.
Well, would consider
Uh-huh.
would Opal
Sorry.
Opal would not. Slanga may, but Slanga's not here. So
okay.
yeah. So what do you guys think of that one?
I wish I was there.
New party pet. That's a great reward.
I've never heard of this man.
I don't know. Let's see what else they have.
You can.
Wait, so Alex, for the future, should I like not say stuff like that out loud if I'm not in?
If you're not actively in the
Mhm.
scene, I think it's okay to comment, but
Mhm.
like it won't actively affect the scene.
Okay, yeah, because I have.
We're just having fun.
Okay, yeah, but it's not. I don't want it to affect the scene.
Yeah,
I'm just talking.
I just forgot
Yeah.
that you weren't in this.
That's funny. Okay.
And that's just on me,
Yeah.
being high. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, but
As long as
That's
you're having
so
fun,
cool.
guys, that's all I'm doing. All right. There are 3 more remaining for the time being.
Okay.
The next one reads, "The remote location of my woodland manse has attracted visitors of the unpleasant and nocturnal variety." This one is written in very neat script and like kind of long like very white paper and like kind of long cursive lettering.
very fancy.
Has attracted visitors of the unpleasant and nocturnal variety. Goblins will simply not cease throwing rocks at my windows at night to frighten me, and I implore my loyal subjects to take action. Signed, Lady Robin Castell. 300 gold pieces for the reward.
That's not bad for taking care of some goblins.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We should consider that. I was muttering because I'm not in the scene.
And the
Yeah, not at all. Especially of the noble variety. Is there anything else?
There are 2 more postings. The next one reads, "This morning I saw a giant weasel carry off 4 of my chickens, and I'm sure it will be back. Find the thing's den and slay it before I lose any more birds." Signed, Barth Lundgren. Reward 100 gold pieces.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
The last one reads, "The first time I saw that thing, it took my arm. The second time, it took my trap. There won't be a third time. Go kill that damn owlbear for me, or lose a leg crying." Signed, Micus Ivysnare. 200 gold pieces.
I think we should consider the Lady Castell. What about you?
What was the second one?
The second one?
Mm-hmm. I realized I probably should have been writing these down just for my own notes.
I mean, I have these written.
You know, I just mean like
Great.
for me to look
Yeah.
back later.
The next one was about the gargoyle in nearby castle.
Kill gargoyle.
But I
Yeah,
so I
Some Vice Dean
yeah, but we could
says
run
that
in for
we
some
dedicate our
goblins
next
for a
book.
rich lady.
That is not.
That could get us a connect.
Okay.
That could also be a pretty easy
Got them out.
task for a high
If you got rid of the gargoyle.
But I'm
Okay.
saying, like, why are they throwing the rocks? Maybe I should be throwing the rocks with her. You know, maybe.
Figure out.
But it's worth, observing.
But again, it's just y'all two talking.
Yeah.
So
I do think the lady would probably be our best bet with rat team themselves.
And what is the mission? Could you repeat it so I could write it down?
The mission? Which one?
For Lady Castell.
For Lady Castell. It says, "The remote location of my woodland manse has attracted visitors of the unpleasant and nocturnal variety. Goblins simply will not cease throwing rocks at my windows at night to frighten me. I implore my loyal subjects to take action. Reward 300 gold pieces."
kill goblins for noble woman. She is noble, right? Or
Seems so.
Okay, seems so.
It seems so.
Or it could just be a shitty woman who insists she's royalty and is doing a fake post
Is
cash.
there a location?
No. The only information that you have is what is on the paper. Generally, whenever adventurers grab things from the bounty board, or whenever people decide to like take care of a
Accepted.
job,
Hmm.
they kind of investigate, like they kind of ask around, like, or they will already know this person and be able to go ask further questions. So since you guys, or since you don't necessarily know anyone, you could ask Cordelia about the location of these people. Cordelia, you could try to remember about any of these people, or you could go into nearby shops or into the city hall
I
to
perceive.
ask about people.
Yeah.
Generally, you can investigate around.
Cordelia, have you heard of, you said Lady Robin Castell? Is that what it was?
Lady Robin Castell. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Very good.
I'm trying to think if there's no random.
So, since
info
you're
we need.
since you're from this area and you have traveled throughout Corvus, and uh your route has kind of been through the western side of Corvus and the eastern side of the Thalorian theocracy.
Mhm.
Lady Robin Castell is the noble house that owns the land that you currently are in Corvus. So she is probably one of the most important people in the region.
So you would know.
Okay.
Now, not to say that she's one of the most powerful people in the country,
Hmm.
because she kind of owns like these kind of flat, trade lands, but she is a noble woman,
Regionally important.
regionally important.
Mhm.
Well, she owns lands. And if we could gain her favor and also get many more requests from her, we can get a lot of business. Especially if we need a hunt, because you know how people find a big street.
Do you happen to know where she might be located?
I've seen a big building up in that direction.
Okay.
So Lady Robin would live in a, like, probably not incredibly close. She would probably live like further up the road away from Seeker's Pass. She lives in a woodland mansion, so she lives further into the woods. And if you wanted to speak to her, you'd probably go there.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good place to start. Perhaps we should tell the rest of our party.
Yeah, we should make way to.
We're meeting y'all at the thing, right?
Yeah, we should
Mhm.
make our way back to the quest. We should go check on Grimlock too while we're at it. He's been alone for a while. You did that.
So you only want to take that one quest?
Once you take it, does that mean you're committed to it?
If you take it off of the board, then I mean, you can take it off of the board and try to make sure that no one else gets to it, or you can leave it there.
Yeah, let's take it off of the board.
Take it off the board and take it with you. All right.
Yeah.
So I would assume that you would commit to it at that.
Yes.
Obviously, it was up to you whether you actually can follow through or not, but you have taken it.
Hmm. Paper acquired.
Exactly.
Quest acquired.
So the three of you, do you decide to go to the guards first or to the library first?
Probably guards.
Guards.
Because
Okay.
both Vaelan and Opal are witnesses.
Right. Okay. And Slanga wanted to talk to the guards.
Yeah.
Kind of stand up for Emerson.
Mhm.
Kind of in a way.
But mostly because I said I would. Yeah.
Totally.
In the heat of the moment, I said that I would.
Right. All right. So,
I'm glad I have people that actually know what they're actually have something to say to the guards.
Right. So as everyone leaves the Jagged Stag, it doesn't take you guys long. Like, you kind of are able to find them within the same kind of central plaza. A set of guards for Seeker's Pass that are kind of positioned at the opposite end of the courtyard as the Jagged Stag. It's a set of two kind of like average average build men. One with like kind of a dark beard, like kind of wrinkled skin, but like still kind of like, able bodied, and the other a little more clean shaven with a small mustache and brown kind of blondish hair. And they're both kind of just standing like at the side, kind of a little tired in the eye as they watch the three of you approach. Can we help you?
What are you? Were you?
Oh,
I mean, I was gonna start. I was just.
yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Oh my shit. Let's do that.
I'll start.
Like pat Slanga on the back and be like, "You're up, buddy."
We've been staying at the Jagged Stag, and we've been informed that there's been a robbery. Um,
Uh-huh.
and we're coming here to report as my two companions have heard and seen something. We're here to maybe help resolve this or help understand what happened for the workers that are there.
Do you know what they look like?
Um, Last night I can't confirm if these two individuals are the perpetrators, but my common sense leads me to believe that they are. I was looking out my window last night late. Most people were sleeping, and I saw three figures enter the Jagged Stag. One in a black cloak, two in white. The one in black seemed to be leading, and I am confident to say this person's quite large, not your average Joe, not human.
And the other two?
I didn't get a good look at them. They did see me, and that's why I'm able to tell you what the man in black looked like, because we looked at each other, but the other two didn't look up at me.
The guard kind of looks a little like, roll an insight check.
Right. Okay.
Great, I'm guessing.
5.
Plus your
There's no,
uh,
there's no
Insight.
you have no insight.
An insight.
Wisdom 0.
So he looks kind of like stone faced as you're looking at him, and he's like writing down the little information that you've given him. And he just kind of looks you in the eye and goes, "Do you know what time this happened?"
if I had to guess, around 3 a.m.
Around 3 a.m. He looks a little like kind of dismissive at this point. Anything else?
Um, yes, my friend here also is a witness.
Funny.
Not, yeah, not you, but touching nothing.
Okay, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Afraid I didn't see anything, but I do know that there was a patron of the inn that had been robbed. I'm unsure if you heard anything from him. What was his name? Porta. Porta. He's staying at the inn. He might be of more use.
Yes. We did get a report in from Mr. Bordeaux. Unfortunately, he also did not give us much useful information. Um, Thank you for reporting it. Unfortunately, without any names or descriptions or anything, there's not really a whole lot that we can do, but we'll come and take a look when we get a chance and see if there's anything that might have been left behind.
Quick pause for a second. Above the table, weren't they wearing like noble color, or like weren't they like distinguishable from like the clothes that they were wearing? Like they were not It was.
I think
Mhm.
it was distinguishable that that one of them was different from the other.
Okay, I see.
That
Got
one
it.
of them was like a leader.
Okay, I'm okay. So I
Yeah.
was misremembering that. Got it. Okay.
We will
Hmm.
look into it as the best we can, but uh, without us being notified sooner, no, unfortunately, not really a lot we can do.
Was anywhere else in the area uh, robbed or any other strange things happened that night that you've heard of?
Unfortunately, if someone had made a report, that is not something I'm at liberty to discuss with
Understandable.
Well, have a good day.
you. If there's any other information on one of us, and he puts away his little tiny journal in his pocket, and he just goes back to his post.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As we're like walking out, Vaelan's like muttering something along the lines of, "See, police are as helpful as ever, no matter where I am."
Can they hear you?
No, I'm muttering.
Okay.
It was very much like kind of targeted towards Slanga.
Oh, I see.
So, you finish talking to the guards. Um, it doesn't take you long to find a library. There isn't a large one by any means, but there's one just right down the street that is kind of more of like a bookstore sorts rather than like a full library. But there's like uh, a variety of books on display that can be like looked upon, bought, rented, or sold. It's kind of just like a variety store for all things kind of books and stationary writing, things like that. And as you walk in, there's like maybe two patrons in the entire store, not including three of you, of course. One is a uh, elven woman who's kind of over in the nonfiction uh books sections, kind of lingering, looking through the different books. And there is an older half-grown man that's sitting on a stool behind like kind of a counter area with like kind of rolling a ladder thing behind him, but he's just sitting on his little like stool chair and just kind of gives you all a nod as you enter and goes, "Welcome in."
Opal's taking the lead.
Mm-hmm.
She's in her element.
Bless you.
So, what kind of book are you looking
I'm looking
for?
for I'm forgetting like the specific term for it, but it's a book of like flora of
Mm-hmm.
the region,
Like a botany book?
like a botany book.
Okay.
And particularly one, I should probably start general, but she has a feeling that this is going to be something that's maybe a little specialty, so she's keeping an eye out for anything that's kind of weird or rare. But she's going for like a botany book.
Right.
Okay.
Medicinal thing.
Medicinal herbs,
Mhm.
maybe.
Remind me all of the information that you guys currently know about the book. And also,
About the what?
Plant.
I mean, sorry, about the plant, man. And also, are you just going to be looking at the shelves yourself?
No, she'd definitely go up and be like,
Yeah.
we're looking for a book about medicinal plants. And I was wondering if maybe you had a couple in stock.
Um, I might have. He kind of gets up from his chair, and as he stands up, he just like kind of is like hand on his hip and is like thinking, what was it that you'll know about the?
It's um it's a water plant that is made into a red liquid. Or and then the medicine that's made out of it is a red liquid and stored in a container of steel. It's located somewhere between Stagwood, Hollow Haven Forest, and the Great Jade Lake. A large area, I know.
Um, there's a few you could start with. Um, and he hops down from his chair and he He walks down one aisle, like a few aisles down, far at the end of the aisle.
Yeah.
There's like this old green book that he pulls out,
Green.
puts it in his arm, grabs like a small thin brown book, puts it in his arm as well. And he grabs one more. It's kind of this uh blue turquoise kind of cover. He puts it in his arm as well, and he brings them to you. Um, Magical, medicinal, botany. Some of these are more historical myth. Some of them are more uh, advice from druids, and the other one is going to be kind of uh, like herbs of the hemisphere, kind of broad educational kind of things. Um, I might have some other options, but let me know.
So, 3 books.
Yes.
Hold on. 3 books. One of them?
So one of them is a like thick brown book. This one is on general botany. And locations of common plants. The second is a thin uh green, like kind of pamphlet kind of style book. It's like more than a pamphlet. It's just like
It's like a
like
It's a
like
novella.
20 pages.
it's
Yeah.
a field guide
Yeah.
rather than a
Oh, a field guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
yeah.
Like kind of
Sorry, this is
field-
my
No,
this
that's
is
perfect.
me. You're speaking to me right
Yes.
now. Yeah.
Written by druids in the area.
Druid field guide.
And the third is a like turquoise cover hardbacked book about magical and medicinal herbs and plants.
It's just like more scholarly, you said, or like academic,
Um,
or was that the general bot, the thick and brown one?
the thick and brown one
Got
is going to be
got
more of like a.
I don't know why I'm writing all this down. I just think it's interesting. I don't know how
Hey,
important
it
Oh, I'm
applies.
about to
It applies to
roleplay
your
doing
quote.
research.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, as briefly as I can, but we are
Mm.
about to research something.
Well, of course, of
Mhm.
Yes,
course.
of course.
This
I
is
mean,
literally right up your alley.
So he's given us these books and he's like walked away at this
he
point,
he
or
he's like he stops like, is there
Mhm.
anything else I can do to help you?
I look at Opal and I'm like, you know, do you think they would have anything here to help you with your broken card or your because I really do I really feel awful about that. It's as much my fault as it was Pickle's. What? Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
and I
Look
love
at
I
Owlin,
mhm,
but she's also fully under
mhm,
the delusion that it's easily fixable.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
I'll be like, do you happen to have any books on repairing magical objects by chance? Specifically paper-based ones.
He kind of has a more he had like a thoughtful look on his face at first, and then he went to like a more like confused, like looks at you directly and like that's oddly specific.
Is oddly specific.
Um,
Mhm.
I don't believe that we have anything of that quite
Okay.
specific variety. We have
Anything general might be a good place to start as well.
There's some basic and intermediate, like, uh, textbooks on enchantment. I don't know if that would be of help.
Hmm.
Um,
I might come back to that. We have some books here that I think maybe take more priority.
they, different things come in and out. I saw a book previously that, had more to do with, like foraging of magical items and kind of the actual craft that goes into it. But unfortunately, it is left with my hands.
Yeah, that's more artificer stuff. Over the table, that's more artificer stuff than. But she did. What she
Maybe there's
she
a tarot
probably
reader in
would.
town.
She could make that assumption at the very
She would
least.
know that it's like a different school of magic
Mhm.
than what she knows anything
Right.
about. Um,
Maybe there's another reader in town that could help you.
well, something to keep an eye on, I
Hmm
think. Are there like tables or desks in this space? You said it was a little bit more of like a bookstore, but
Or will we go back to the inn?
you probably have to make it pop.
Pop!
You gotta suck it.
Oh shit.
Maybe clock.
Oh shit.
Oh, I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Nothing actually,
before.
nothing actually ever comes out when you pop,
Oh,
or at
that's
least
good.
not to me.
That's
But you can, but there, but like you can visibly like feel like, oh, the air is running through it again.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, does it really? That's bad.
Fuck the ends.
Yeah, I don't like the buttons to have to worry about. What was the question?
Places
Sorry.
it.
Is there a research area, or do we need
Like
to go
the
back to the
table.
inn? Do we need to take the books out of
Oh, there's like little like stools and benches to kind of read amongst the books.
Okay, heard.
But there's not like a tables to sit down at.
Mm, interesting. All right,
How
she's
much?
gonna delegate.
Yeah, how much do these
Then
cost?
conquer.
hmm
Well, it's a library, right?
Oh, it's a
You're gonna
library, right?
delegate
Sorry, you said it was
to
bookstore, so I
Vaelan?
was like in my head, like, oh, right.
You're gonna trust research to Vaelan?
Well,
Well,
it's a book.
in
It's
Opal's
a book.
brain,
Uh,
she's thinking give the general botany book
Well, they could be rented or
to Vaelan. To Vaelan.
hmm
Because that will probably, like, that requires general knowledge.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then
And she
I'll probably
then
take the field
take the
guide.
field
Yeah,
guide, and I'd take the
that really is
magical
my field of
medicinal
expertise
herb.
in real life and in
So that's what
canon.
she's thinking of, like going through and like
Okay, so
dividing and conquering.
do
I
you
mean,
tell
she
us
wants
that?
to look
hmm
at all of the books, mind, but she's like, we don't have a lot of time. Well,
hmm
I don't know. Would she want to rent them? She'd probably want to rent them instead of dividing and conquering.
Mhm.
All right, she's gonna be like, how much to rent these?
Oh, renting, we just need to have your name on record, uh, and it would be a small fee of 1 copper to start a rental tab with us. Books can be rented out for a period of 1 week, and must be returned or renewed in person by the end of the week. Um, and for every day that they are not turned in, um, after that week has passed, there will be a 2 silver fee, um, added until you return the ball.
Smells like hot sauce here. I know that sounds really weird, but I walked in.
I do smell hot sauce.
Yeah, what is? I was also smelling.
Might have been the lasagna.
Yeah, it probably was making something.
But that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I also smell it.
Yeah.
I think it was barley. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like some kind of frozen meal.
I love how
Smells
powerful
good, though.
that sauce is.
It's the vinegar.
Hot sauce is yeah.
It's
that
the
makes sense.
vinegar.
Absolutely.
Also, we agreed to meet with our friends, and they've probably figured out what we. Well, let me do that in character. Hold on,
It's funny.
Hold up.
hold on.
Nothing character.
Back up. We got to do that in character. I'm gonna be. Yes, I'd like to. My name is Opal.
And that would be a 1 copper fee to open your card.
And then I'll pass it over.
He takes it and he kind of he writes your name on kind of a pre-cut out card
Yeah.
and does this little like, stamp, like he kind of puts his whole body weight into it as he's pressing it in.
This is
And no, it's a half.
It's halfling. I forgot.
And he hands you the card over. And he takes the 3 books that you've printed and he puts he takes a little tiny stamp and he there's like little columns in each one book.
Library book shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hands them back to you.
I have my satchel because I did grab some supplies because I didn't know what I was expecting. If it was gonna be like a full library or this, but so she's gonna make sure that the ink and stuff is like very secure, very tight before
Yeah.
putting it the books in there.
Right,
and then-
right.
And she's like, "Well, we'll need to review the contents of these to Vaelan and Slanga. We'll need to review the contents of these books. Maybe we should go meet with our friends and possibly reconvene at the inn."
And to you, it looks like Vaelan hasn't heard a single word that you said, and she just straight up ignores you and goes, "You know, I haven't seen you so confident before. It's a good look on you."
She gets very flustered. Very like ruffled. She's like, "Well, I do have a master's degree." I should hope so. She like turns quickly and walks into the room. Like she's scurrying away. She like does not want to engage.
I just look at you and I'm like, I guess we should follow.
She's a genuine compliment.
I have a degree.
Don't objectify me.
So you all make your way back to the Jagged Stag.
Or are we going to the board?
Or
I
are
thought
you
we were
going
meeting
to
at the
board?
board.
Yeah, we'd catch them at the board.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Absolutely.
plan.
So as you guys are like kind of finishing discussing and are beginning to walk away to, make your way back to the inn, you see your friends walking, or I don't know about friends quite yet, but the other half of your party walking down the opposite end of the courtyard, catching you guys before you make it to the inn.
Well, speak of our devils, we're just about to go looking for it. Did y'all find anything? Hear anything from the Mats? How'd y'all's end go?
Well, the guards were as useful as I expected. I don't expect anything to come from them, honestly.
Real.
Real.
So,
It seems our dear companion here has used their insight to acquire some books for us to.
Hopefully there will be some information about the books that the plant that we're
Mhm.
looking for. And we might actually be able to give you some interesting. There might be maps of local geography as well.
right? I'll be taking notes then.
So it sounds like y'all had a fruitful mission. We were looking at fall, and we found this quest that might interest us. It's from the lady who owns the land. She just needs us to take care of some goblins, and she'll give us a lot of gold. It could be good connections. What are y'all thinking?
You haven't said the name.
Over the table, I forgot her name.
Maybe Robin
Lady
can
Robin
tell.
Castell.
Above the table, is that a name that I would know? Would I recognize the Castell name?
Continue.
Mhm.
Well, it's for Lady Robin Castell. It's very known for these parts.
Upon hearing, if you would have just given me you immediately recognize the name Castell. Castell is one of the now 11 noble houses of Corvus. Seraphon being one of the other ones.
Castell. I see we've entered my playing ground now. Interesting.
Oh Okay.
Because we don't know that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means.
Well, she may not know me, but she'll certainly know my last name.
Okay, let's hold that for a little bit to test our waters. Everyone else?
Defeating some goblins doesn't seem too dangerous. What
I
did you
think-
say? How much it
I was like,
was
30.
offering?
300
300.
gold.
Oh, Rogue.
I think the only per player character who would know about like the Sarah Thorn name being like a major like noble house in the area would be Cordelia,
Mhm.
I believe, because you are from a like woodland kind of like hilly area in the Florian theocracy, so you're not quite within the territory that it would really matter, but you're starting to be affected by the people within that territory. You were from outside of the territory.
Yes.
You were also from outside of the territory.
So,
So I think the only two that would even be aware of it would be you two.
mhm.
Definitely shooting some little looks at you now after that last name comment, though.
Because you haven't said it yet. You
Mhm.
just said.
The only person in the game has said my last name is Emerson.
Why?
That's like just so far, like Vaelan hasn't said her last name, but Emerson said it. But I don't know if the party heard him say it.
Why did Emerson say? I don't remember this
I
part.
imagine paperwork, just signing a name. On
Oh,
a
I
ledger.
see. Okay.
He knows. He's seen your name on paper.
Something you know.
Have to sign up for a
Mhm.
hotel room, you know.
So, where do you think we should go from here? Do you want Opal? Are you interested in this? I personally think this quest sounds interesting. It certainly gives us all a chance
Above
to.
the table, I'm like, it's never just goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
duh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Duh. But
But we don't know that.
No.
I'm choosing
We're
this
not.
Is your character?
Give me
I don't think my
like-
character would think that.
So your character isn't suspicious.
No.
I mean,
Mhm.
the five of you could also go back to the job board and
Mhm.
just give it a look over
Mhm.
because you're not too far from it, and just
Mhm.
look over the rest of them, and
Yeah.
I can reread them.
Sure, we can. Mhm.
Do we want to do that?
Over the table, I'm interested in the dogs.
I also am interested in the dog,
Oh.
so we should go read over all
You
of
can
them
also
again.
take multiple quests if you'd
Mhm.
like.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to stash the dog in my pocket.
I just kind of
Heck
feel
yeah.
like,
But
yeah, we'll get
hey,
there. But
returning back to the job board, you
Mhm.
guys can have a second look and take more quests. How
okay,
about that?
so yeah, can you?
So I'll reread them. I'll read the 4 that you have not taken so far. Unless you want me to reread that other one. All right.
I think.
So first off is that dog one. A
Oh,
basilisk.
basilisk.
A basilisk has been turning my cattle to stone, and also my chickens, and even my dog. Kill it. Sanaean Brambleleaf, 400 gold. Double if you find a way to unstatue my dog, Saint. Next up is Dear townsfolk, my historical expedition to the nearby castle ruins was cut dreadfully short. I'm afraid there's an active gargoyle still living inside. If any of you aid me in removing it, I'd be obliged and would consider dedicating my next book to you. Signed, Vice Dean Ambrose. Reward 150 gold. The next one says, This morning I saw a giant weasel carry off 4 of my chickens, and I'm sure it will be back. Find the thing's den and slay it before I lose any more birds.
Giant weasel.
Signed Barth Lundgren for 100 gold pieces. The last one says, The first time I saw that thing, it took my arm. The second time, it took my trap. There won't be a third time. Go kill that damn owlbear for me, or lose a leg trying. Signed, Micus Iversnare, or Ivy Snare.
That's a funny name.
200 gold pieces is the reward.
Ice bear.
Ivy
So-
Snare.
Oh,
No, the creature.
Oh,
Do you have any
owlbear.
spells that
Owlbear.
could help us with the dog? This would be a history check. I know the mythology of how to kill a basilisk. It's the chicken. You take the rooster crow
Mm-hmm.
will
Cockatrice.
yeah the cockatrice. Yeah. But would she know that? I don't know.
Hmm. She is knowledgeable.
No,
If that's,
in D&D workplace.
I don't know if they work quite the same way.
How would you undo? How would you undo? Do you know any way to undo the petrification curse?
That's my issue. Is you have these spells that tell them I'm doing a magic. Assuming it's not different in the way it works in Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, that depends on what your character would know.
That's what I'm saying. Above the table, out here.
She opens her spell book. Let's look. Hold on.
For the petrification curse.
That's a genuine question because if you don't, we can make more money doing a different quest and then spend it on helping you get a spell to help us with that.
And also a basilisk seems like I've never fought a basilisk before.
Yeah, it's
So I don't
kind of
so
a
I
big
don't know
piece.
how I don't know how
But
hard
some
that would be.
goblins.
Some
Yes,
goblins.
we can keep us one in our back pocket.
Mhm.
And you will, make connections with a noble lady.
I would start with the goblins, but I do absolutely want to save this dog. We can't leave the dog behind.
Come back to it, I'm sure.
I summon
Slanga.
Pickle and I put him on my shoulder,
Sure you
and he's giving everyone puppy eyes. Save the damn dog.
well, we have to be smart about our moves.
But I mean, goblins first. Goblins first. Yeah.
I do.
But I'm coming for that dog.
I do agree that assisting Lady Castell would probably be in our best interest in terms of gaining favor and coin. However, I do think we should keep this basilisk quest in our back pocket. High risk, high reward.
Of course, you'd be into that.
To answer your question,
No.
I don't really have anything that can get rid of that status effect on the dog.
Do you know what you would need?
But I do have detect magic, which can tell me that it's been cursed, if it was cursed, and what kind of magic it is, if it is a kind of magic. However, does a basilisk stare count as a magic, or is it like a different kind of force? That I don't know the answer to.
Those we'd have to find out.
Which might require a little bit more research.
Trip to the library.
She's excited by that thought. Said it was another trip to the library.
So should we go?
I think we can go talk to Lady.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying we should.
I was going to suggest maybe looking over our books.
Oh, you want to look for the plant?
But I suppose it's up. Maybe we could put it up for a book.
Should we split up again?
We could all travel together, and can you walk and read at the same time?
I'm glad I can. Perfect. Sounds like we've got a plan.
I mean, just above table also, for a suggestion, Cordelia could get Dandelion to pull the cart and
Yeah.
Depends on how far.
Would we all
that
fit?
was my assumption.
yeah. And
Because
you could
it's a
sit
bit
on
of
top.
it's a bit of a
bit of a
trek.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can squeeze in.
Like if
Would
we're
that be
traveling
agreeable, Cordelia?
a distance,
Mm-hmm.
I feel she would offer the cart as aid for carried goods.
Could it carry all of us, though? Or would some of us just have to be walking beside it?
Oh,
and,
it would
take
not be able
turns?
to carry everyone. But
Mhm.
like
We could
someone,
take turns.
but like I was saying, like Opal could like be on top of it if she wanted to like sit down.
Oh yeah, because it's
But like generally, it can only fit like.
Yeah,
Cordelia
so
on
like
the
while
inside.
we're traveling on
Cordelia,
the way,
yeah.
you can be in the cart with your books spread out.
While we trek to the.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I imagine you're just kind of squeezed in there, so it's just like.
oh yeah.
So are we in agreement? Go to the Lady Robin's estate
Yes.
and
Are we taking the paper for the basilisk?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we take paper for the evidence list. You guys want to take any other quests while you're here?
Not this.
no, there's no dog to save with the rest of them.
Map books we can grab.
There are currently 3 left on the board. That's up to you.
Just go guard.
I am very interested.
Gargoyle.
I'm very interested in the gargoyle,
That looks so much
but
better.
I feel like that's like
The
not
missing
enough
email
money.
looks so wrong.
Like 100
Yeah.
gold.
But could we maybe tame the gargoyle?
Party pet. I'm saying.
No, but like I have some insane animal handling and like
um
Can you?
powers that I can
Can you
use
tame a
with
Firbolg?
creatures. So could
Is that against the rules? I don't know.
Okay. Can you make a
Me.
successful
I love
throw?
it.
Try. We can always come back. I think maybe we should leave it.
Handling.
I think maybe we should leave it for now
Okay.
and come back.
Okay,
I will say, if you leave it, there is potential that someone else could grab it.
it's true.
If you want it, I guess. There's
It
no
is
reason
ever
not
ro-
to take
It is
it.
ever rotating, as you are not the only people who are.
There's never. Is there any reason not to take it?
Yeah, let's take the gargoyle one.
Okay.
Why not?
You can always put it back. We decide
Just
not
in
to.
case he
Reposts it. Sorry. Sorry, my senior bros. We give up.
Yeah,
Sorry, not
not worth our
today.
time.
Does Weisstein Ambrose mean anything to
Hey, maybe
you?
I could tame his
Opal?
gargoyle.
I know you're scholarly.
Possibly, but this area is
It's a
like
very different area. Yeah.
my
Mhm.
home place. I'm not quite familiar, and I've never worked in this area either.
Stereotyping all master students. My apologies.
Exactly.
All right. So, what is the plan, my friends?
What time is it?
It is 9 o'clock.
No, I mean, oh, you mean, are you talking about in game
real
or
life.
in real life? What is the
I'm talking
plan?
about in game, but you
Mhm.
asked what.
No, I was saying in game.
Oh,
what
it's
time
still
is it?
morning. It's
Okay,
still morning.
so
Yeah,
It's
so
not
let's
very
head
long.
on our
I
way.
say we
Down
should-
to Yellow Brick
we should
Road.
Yes.
head
I was
towards.
thinking 9 o'clock.
We cram Opal into the cart and we're on
Obviously.
Yeah. So she starts opening her books. We're trekking with a vague idea of where we're going,
Yeah.
thanks to Cordelia.
I'm not gonna be too specific about where the exact direction is for now, but you kind of make your way. It's not a super quick drive, ride.
You know, I just
Like,
It's technically correct.
yeah,
actually.
I mean, more
Oh,
like
really?
walk
It's-
for the
I mean, it's
majority
where
of
it
you
came from.
guys.
Interesting.
I
right.
mean, more like walk for the majority of you guys, but
Mhm.
so you guys have some like downtime as you're walking towards there, and Opal, you're spending your downtime just seeing
If I can
what you can find in these.
yeah, I'd probably start with the general one.
Okay,
Start looking at like general location. It was like a
yeah. So
Maybe you're asking
locations of
questions
common
as you
plants.
go.
I mean,
Because you're not from here, so
yes,
you wouldn't know the
I'm
plant
looking
life.
at the table of contents to see
Yeah.
if there's anything about that specific region,
Right.
like
Mhm.
the part of a
So
book.
so the regions that you were looking in, so it's in between.
I think I wrote it down. Between Stagwood Hollow Stagwood Hollow, Haven Forest, and Great Jade Lake.
Yes. You're familiar with the Great Jade Lake because that is where that is what the Verdier Cove
Yes.
bordered.
Mhm.
So you're very familiar kind of with where kind of that general direction is.
Yes.
Looking in this area, it is of the lower
Sorry.
region of Corvus. The whole southern region essentially is what this encompasses. The Stagwood and the Hollowhaven Forest are very large forests that kind of encompass like huge areas.
Yeah.
It's
of-
north of the Great Jade Lake, too.
Correct,
Isn't it? Yeah.
correct.
Mhm.
and it's northeast of where you guys currently
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
are.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering where you were. Wait, now you can scoot her closer since she's joined the party.
you had too much to drink.
I will say, I don't even think that Vaelan is aware of what this quest entails,
Wait.
of the details of the plant.
Oh yes, I'm not privy to that.
Yeah,
Mhm. I've told you that I'm looking for it, but I haven't told you
Correct.
what it is.
and you have
Yeah.
not told Vaelan.
Mhm.
Are you reading? Are you inside of the cart or on the
Yes.
outside? Like, you could be on top of
I
it if
could
you
be on
like.
top. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it might be easier to like study
To be
inside.
inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah, I'll be inside.
Inside, okay.
And
So, yeah,
while you're in there, you could probably also do a tarot reading if you so wish.
It's true. She hasn't done one for herself in a while.
Yeah.
true. But
Probably
it's up
could
to
ask
you.
the cards about what to expect from Lady Castell.
Ooh, great point.
Yeah.
She probably would do that. That'd
Okay.
be in character.
Yeah. Okay. So
I do have more
So-
questions about the
yeah, go ahead.
The book.
Let's finish what your questions are with the
Yeah.
book first.
This character
um,
is so perfectly you, Melissa.
Thank you.
and then we'll do our
Okay,
quick
so it's the
reading.
northeast of our current location, which
Correct.
is the trading post that we're kind of low-key
Yeah,
basement.
It's not terribly close to where you're at, but like it's within. Obviously, you're within the same country.
Yeah.
The type of plants that you're going to find in these woods are going to be kind of like mossy. There's various algae. There is kind of there's not necessarily like huge swampy areas, but like kind of more humid, wet areas. There's a lot of vegetation. There's a lot of lushness.
Is there any...
There's like ponds and things like that.
Okay, so it's... Would this map have like areas where there is like lower, standing water for parts of the year?
Standing water.
Well, it's described as a water plant, so I
Right.
would imagine that there has to be a body of water for at least part of the year.
Right.
Like, where are the wetlands and marshes in this area?
Yes.
Would it mark that?
Would it mark that? And if
Mhm.
not, that's cool, but that's my question.
Like, is there regional
Or would it
ecosystem
have like a
information?
topological map and you'd know where the lower areas are? Not sure.
I think it would have a sort of topographical kind of map.
So you'd be able to see like where the rivers are and
Yeah, I think
where rainwater would collect.
where
Like,
rainwater
You would also
collect.
see kind of where like rivers and everything were.
Yeah. So I'm taking note of rivers and things. I'll actually take a look at the map and
Here, I actually have it.
memorize that.
So this is the Great Jade Lake.
Okay.
This is the Hollowhaven Forest.
this is where we
And
are.
this is the Stagwood.
Mhm.
So and this is where you guys.
So basically, it's like most of the region.
This
Yeah, that's the problem. It's
Yeah.
not very specific.
So it's kind of like this area that
That triangulation.
yeah, this triangulation that we've got. So we've got some riverlands here. There's some kind of lower areas. We got some lower areas that are closer to the coast. This is where Verdure Cove is. It's where you're kind of more familiar with. The edge of Corvus and the beginning of Raverin is kind of along this tree line right here. So this is kind of your areas. It's going to be lower up in this area, kind of where these rivers are, and it's going to raise up where it comes to where these hills are, and then it goes back down as you're making your way towards the Echoing Edge and into the Mistveil Grove, where it's incredibly wet and like swampy and turns into rainforest. Yeah.
But that's not quite
That's
in the
not
area that we're looking for.
No, we're looking for up here, so it might be somewhere
Well,
along these
imagining it's probably gonna
rivers,
be
or
someplace
yeah,
along the
Mhm.
river.
or at least that might be a good place to start.
Yeah. That's definitely...
Or maybe along the coastline of, well, it's not a coast, but along the
Yeah, like
lake
the Jade
edge.
Lake.
Yeah.
It's the Lakes Coast.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm taking
I know. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the Lake Coast.
It's a long lake.
Are y'all even?
I'm walking
Drive
around.
safe.
Y'all
have a good night.
I'm guessing there's just like no references to a plant that becomes red when you grind it up and it's
Not in
to be
this-
stored
Not in
still.
this book, no,
Okay.
but it's giving you a lot of general information about like kind of the biomes that are in the area.
I do
Again,
have a
like your
plus
top-
5 to history, so like I feel like I'm learning, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. As you're so this book isn't really giving you a lot of information about the plant that you currently have,
Okay.
but
Now, I'm also thinking this would be an interesting book to show to Vaelan because it's got some geographic stuff. So I'm gonna like stick my head out the back, kind of ducking, and I'm gonna be like, Vaelan, there's some maps in this book that might interest you.
Hand it to me.
Why don't you come in and we can trade spots? I'd rather like to keep the books out of the elements.
Understood. And do you crawl out or do I crawl in?
Oh, I like hop out
Mhm.
and there's like a little hop with the wings and you have to like jog up to like
And it just jumps in the moving cart.
It's not going all that fast.
And I've
so
left it open
it's
to
pretty
this.
slow.
Going Dandelion.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Needed.
It's walking speed.
I pick up the book, looking at the pages, studying the area, trying to make sense of it because I imagine she only knows names of places
Say
and not
currently y'all are going to a place like right here.
Okay.
That
Right
works.
within the woods.
This is awful outside.
Is it
It's
cold?
getting close.
It's so nice and toasty in here.
The heat isn't on, is it?
No.
No, it's just we're
Yes.
just chilling.
hmm Okay, so this is what you see in the book. So what do you point out to?
I'm gonna say
Yeah, it's like supposed to be like
you mentioned
45
something
degrees.
about a heavily forested area.
Yes, I know who I'm looking for is going to be in heavily wooded area.
Quite a bit of the region is in forest. However, the Hollow Haven forest sounds like it's quite old, which might
What the reference to the
Yeah,
hold
like forested
Yeah,
and stuff.
an
Yeah,
interesting
okay, got it.
magic.
I imagine where I need to go is quite secluded because I have a feeling this person I'm looking for doesn't want to be found. Not by me, anyway.
And she's like, maybe not the happiest to hear that, but she's not going to say anything about it.
It's like, why are we looking for someone that
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
want you to find them?
A little bit of a side-eye, but she's
Mysterious,
yeah.
ominous.
looking at this map, you're still not given any information about this planet.
Yeah. Nope. No plant.
You're not talking. No, I mean
Oh.
Vaelan.
Mhm,
Vaelan still doesn't know what y'all are looking for.
mhm.
But you look at this map. What you do know, again, got a little flickering lights. What you do know about this area is that you're very familiar with this general area. This is your country. You are within it still.
Mhm.
You are trying to make your way away from north, away from Avius, where you currently reside.
And we're currently traveling north.
And the area that they're pointing out is between Stagwood, the Hollowhaven Forest, and the Great Jade Lake. All of this
North.
is definitely closer to Avius, where you reside, and the capital. You know that the area that your family owns, now that they have acquired new land, encompasses not necessarily the capital area, but you live within the capital, so you kind of consider it your home, but it's not necessarily owned by your family. But with your high status, you were able to have a noble house within the capital. Your family owns essentially all of this area.
Including the Hollow Haven Forest?
Majority of it, yes.
Okay. And that is
I will show you a different picture.
I'm gonna point at the Hollow Haven Forest on the map.
It is that entire area, actually.
I'm gonna point
That
at
entire
this
forest.
region. I'm like, is this perhaps where we're venturing through? And I like gesture to this whole plot of land that encapsulates the Hollow Haven Forest.
Yeah, quite literally, this entire area is owned by your family.
Okay. I'm gonna say currently or in the future.
Both.
Currently, we're headed towards this area of the map.
Yeah, this is where you guys currently are, and you're headed this way as you're going into the forest to
However,
Castell.
the plant that we're looking for might reside, and I suspect these lower areas near the river.
I'll like look at Slanga and I would say, you might have just had a hit of luck. We might be privy to certain privileges because my family owns this land, and I
I'll
point
say-
towards the Hollow Haven Forest.
The area that was pointed to, though, is not within your family's land. It was these areas.
Well, that's where we're heading to right now, though, right?
Correct. Well, right now you're headed closer to where the Seeker's Pass is, in this
Okay.
little area. This is still within Lady Castell's region. I will actually go ahead and just show you
Mhm.
my other map that I have that is marking out regions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I'll rephrase.
Plants.
If we find ourselves in this area looking for your plants,
Mhm.
this is my family's land. I'm sure we'll have no problem searching every
Well,
square. How do you measure land?
Acre.
Acres.
acre.
Searching
Mhm.
every acre of land, whatever you're searching for.
Okay, so this is the new map that I have to show you. This area is capital land, essentially owned by no one or owned by everybody. All of this land is owned by House Serathorn. The areas that you guys are currently looking to investigate are within House Foxcrawl and House Nightling's
Mhm.
land.
Okay.
And you guys are currently within the lands of House Castel.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
guess
would know this, and you can
Mhm.
essentially divvy any of this information as you wish.
Well, I guess
Mhm.
we are being driven by fate.
Mhm.
I guess Opal is right.
Uh, how much does Vaelan want to share?
How much does Vaelan wish to share?
Mhm.
Mind, you got Korinn in earshot of you. Which above table, what does Korinn know about the people who enslaved her clan?
So the people that seem to have enslaved your clan, did we say that it wasn't the
I think
Sarathorn family?
it is the
It is.
Sarathorn family.
So you
But I don't know how
recognize-
much I know about that.
So you recognize the same emblem that is emblazoned on Vaelan's armor is was the same emblem that was emblazoned on the soldiers that enslaved your people. However, the people that enslaved your people looked to be led, or at least had different kind of style and color and boldness than Vaelan's armor. So perhaps it was a different sect or an offshoot of Vaelan's family, but whether Vaelan was directly connected or not is
Unlikely.
unlikely.
Mhm.
But her family might know more.
Let's see. Vaelan's gonna gesture to Opal and be like, "You're not from around here, are you? This country?"
No, I'm from what's it called? The one
You're from Rabbitfolk.
Robert.
Well, you might, since you seem to be a keeper of knowledge, you might find this interesting. And I'll hold up the map to Opal and tell her which houses belong where on the map.
Okay. Yeah.
Explain that.
Very
to her.
cool.
So you are all aware of, and I'll probably figure out a better way of dictating this to you guys, but I'll allow you to look at this in further detail. I also have written in kind of where everybody's hometown kind of is.
Mhm.
I also decided on a place that Cordelia is originally from, if that's okay, and I wrote it down, and so you can all look at this if you'd like. I'll pass it around and I'll take it right back to you guys. Corin, you would probably be familiar with, at the very least, in a positive light, the houses that were closest to where your homeland is from.
Because of like
If
diplomatic.
yeah, and trade and things like that. But you guys were friendly because you were in the same regions. You kind of have to be whenever you're not really.
So it was a house from outside of that direct region that got it. Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm. The opposite side, in fact. Yeah.
A house that Vaelan can divulge more information about
Mhm.
as she sees fit.
But we're still on our way to
House
Lady
Castel.
Rock. Mhm.
Yes.
Got it.
I was gonna let Leia look at this, and if you wanted to look in any other books or continue to look in other, or in this one.
Doesn't seem like this general botany
Long
is.
as the trip to Lady Castile's.
I would say you have probably like from Seeker's Pass to Lady Castile's or Castell's, I would say probably 30-minute, 45-minute journey.
She'd only do the one book, I'll be real.
One book.
She's
You want-
going
So do you want to do a reading?
Yeah.
For what
Make
we're
time for a reading.
true. I could make time for a reading. Which one?
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say, should we kind of end things
Just
with
at least
bang
a
and then
card.
give ourselves a
Yeah.
little bit of chat time?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe a reading and then end the session there.
Yeah. So as Vaelan is looking over the maps within this first book, Opal, you kind of find yourself a place to set up the cards, and you kind of you feel like the same kind of deep connection that you normally do with your cards, and that they have something to say, and that they have something to bring forth as you feel that they.
Tell me about our lady, or not lady. What's her name? Kestel. Robin Kestel.
get to provide advice.
Does this mean that it used to be a different house and then why are you looking at me like that? Okay.
Perhaps.
Okay. Good. See what I'm talking about? House name is crossed out and there's a dotted line there. I know how to read maps.
You fool!
I have no idea how that's going to tell this conversation.
You'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Will as it does.
All right.
And I'm somewhere. Oh, I see. If I scroll, oh, I can't. But I'm down here.
2 fingers.
I see. Yeah, got it.
So you're asking for information about
Yeah, like
about Lady Kesta.
tell me about
Or
yeah, like well, it's more like what is my future in this
Is
in
someone
regards
spelled with a
to
Y or an
this?
E?
Like what shall we
Because it's
see?
E
What
here.
can we expect?
So
What
there's
can
Y
we
there.
expect?
I misspelled it here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
E.
Got it. No worries. It happens.
Say that one more time, sorry.
It's more like what can we expect? You know, like it's more like a warning, just kind of like
Right.
a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
She would not describe it that way, but
From Lady Kestel or from the Kestel house.
from this journey in general, but it could
okay.
be it's non-specific.
Okay, gotcha.
She's just more like, tell me about what's about to happen. You have something to say.
Right.
The moon reversed.
Wait, is that the gate?
The moon.
No, the moon.
The moon reversed.
Okay.
That's about revealing truths.
Yes.
Um,
Feeling
and above table, I know that Vaelan, when she was having the reading of her own, she interprets the moon reversed as her patron. But that's above table.
fascinating. Release of fear, repressed emotion, inner confusion. So let's see. Illusions, fears, and anxieties, and these negative influences are now subsiding.
Yeah, so like it's
You may try to bury these feelings even deeper within your subconscious, so you may avoid your dark shadows. This strategy might work in the short term, but eventually you will need to resurface these emotions and deal with them head on. You are receiving intuitive message and psychic download, but are struggling to understand what they mean. The message may be confusing, or your interpretation differs from what you read elsewhere. You're being called to listen to your inner voice, not the voice of someone else. Trust that the answers you need are already within you. Okay, well, I need something that's different than that. Yeah,
the
this.
tarot book.
It's true. I'm gonna check the tarot book because I don't really like any of those.
I know it's
She has-
typically about like revealing hidden truths, which could
Yeah, that has
mean
more potential
it's not
than
just
these other
goblins,
things.
you know.
The sun. Okay, the moon.
There's some obscured information.
The moon is the path of the shadow self, the dark night of the soul. Inside this darkness, we find our true self. The unconscious, the primal, becomes conscious, or at least takes control of our conscious impulses. It rules, rising to the surface. Interesting.
So like trusting your instincts.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
trusting your instincts, hidden truths,
Okay.
um, illusion and deception,
Unveiling the illusion.
unveiling the illusion. Also self-sabotage in some way. Overcoming confusion is the big one. It's like, yeah, we will understand more about our journey forward by visiting this lady.
It's like,
Uh-oh.
just fucking go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
was
gonna
just-
do a clarity card for that.
Oh, so you only wanted to
But I
pull
do
one
think
card.
it's
I see.
saying it ain't just goblins.
No, I do think it's saying it's not just goblins.
But that overall, this will be helpful to us.
Yes.
Or, at least it will uncover some
It
truth.
will uncover some inner truth.
I'm trying to
Mhm.
see if I can give a little bit of my interpretation from this, but I can't fucking find it.
Oh, no.
I know, I really need to sit down and like
The moon is what you're looking for?
Well,
Just can't
so I can
find it.
read,
Yeah.
so I can read the reverse.
Mm-hmm.
See what this thing says.
alright, clarity.
Oh, well, it's all the way at the end.
Interesting.
The Empress?
The Empress reversed.
Has to be Lady Castell.
Yeah.
It could represent like her position, right?
Yeah.
What she's feeling.
Lack of nurturing, creativity, abundance, manifesting as insecurity, financial struggles, or a feeling of block or
This could be
stagnation.
her fault. Whatever.
Whatever's happening, it could be.
to her could
It could be.
her
Yeah,
own
it's
fault.
not. It's not a force of nature. She did
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. She angered someone and she
Mhm.
maybe deserves it.
We will find out. I
Lack of
suppose.
nurturing, creativity, and abundance, manifesting as insecurity, financial struggles, and a feeling of creative block or stagnation. Very interesting.
Fitting for
And
an
also,
lady.
mind the Empress it can symbolize strong female figures.
Mhm.
In this case, it's probably Lady Castile.
It wasn't reversed, right? It was
It
upright.
is reversed.
Oh, it is reversed.
Yeah,
Okay.
these two.
Moon reversed, the Empress reversed.
I
Okay.
have those written.
Interesting.
Did you find anything in your book, or is it? It's not.
Essentially,
You got it. Okay.
And then on the bottom is the Magician upright, which is just like manifested. Just go do it. Just the things that you manifest are the things that will happen. So be intentional about it. You
Good.
have all you
Good,
want.
good advice in life in general. Yeah.
But what you put in is what you're going to get out. So make sure that what you're putting in is.
And with these two cards, what does Opal get of this?
Well,
Connecting it back to Lady Castell and connecting it back to their journey ahead.
Yes, I imagine that she's seeing this as kind of there's troubles with the lady of the house, possibly hidden truths, maybe something to do with financial insecurity or kind of like a lack of care or compassion for her subjects. I don't know much about the region though, so she's just kind of speculating about whether or not people care for her.
Mhm.
She's seeing this as there's something more than just the goblins going on with the lady
Can I
of the house.
search Vaelan's brain for if she knows anything about the reputation of House Castell?
And she will say this out loud to the group is that she thinks there's something going on with the lady of the house. And it might have
Toy.
Okay.
That is how I would interpret it.
You said it out loud. You said
Yeah.
Okay. So you would hear that as well. Roll me a history check as you try to think back on your interactions with the Castells and the reputation that you may have heard about them.
History?
Yes.
That'd be a 9.
9. You don't really remember hearing much about the Castells. They're not really a family that you really interact a whole lot with. Being of a family that is more militaristic in their focus and focused on power, at least as far as you're aware. You don't really have a lot of interactions with families that are focused on farming, agriculture, tourism, and the like. It's just not really in your wheelhouse. So you wouldn't really have very many reasons to do diplomacy with them. Other than like general like house meetings,
Mhm.
and you would see
Seeing them
house kind of stuff,
Mhm.
or you would see them at galas or things like that. But other than that, you don't really hear a whole lot of them. Whether that means that they are uh, unproblematic or just quiet, you don't know. It could be anyone's case.
Unhelpful, unfortunately.
That's the way the dice roll.
Makes things more of a surprise for sure.
It just means that you have to do more research, or you
Mhm.
have to investigate further.
Or we have to get better
Or
perception
just-
checks.
Rather familiar with like what the common people in the area
Mhm.
say and think, so I would probably ask Cordelia if she heard anything about what people may think or perceive about the lady.
Of their lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so, would you like to try to think of what Cordelia might have heard about the pastels? Like, have you roll a history check, see what she might remember.
D20.
Yeah,
You gotta roll the scary dice.
yeah.
See if this actually works.
Roll me a history check, please.
That's the modifier.
Yeah, I forgot I need
What is the base number?
it's 11.
Okay, you're not bad.
That was probably Carly in her room messing with because that's where the AC is. That's where the AC unit is right there.
Sorry, shoot your foot.
13.
13. Um, Lady Castell doesn't really make her way into Seeker's Pass very often. You don't directly interact with the nobles really at all. But as far as your most of the cities in the Castell region are pretty well comfortable. No one is struggling, and the tax that she takes from everybody seems to like go back around, and everyone seems to be well taken care of. Generally, there's not really a whole lot of poverty, but the general area also isn't as wealthy as other noble houses. So, though she is wealthy and doesn't make her way around, it doesn't seem as though she neglects anyone within her region either.
Good news so far.
Oh, yeah.
There's a very standard line. Okay,
But you still don't
generic
know anything
stereotype.
directly about the Castell.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
Just that they don't seem outwardly malevolent.
And she's not like widely hated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And as you were all pondering upon uh, the intentions of Lady Castell and the reputation of the Castell house, you slowly see the large kind of wood and stone mansion rise up out of the woods as you have kind of braced off into a separate trail going into the forest. And as you're encompassed by trees and see this mansion rise in front of you as you finally end your journey, we are going to end the session there, and that's where we'll pick up next time, guys. In session 5. Thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.